Hello, fellow ALTs. My name is Julia, and I'm here to help you become a better teacher for your JTEs, your students, and yourself. Everything you're about to hear is from my personal experience and the personal experiences of other ALTs. There's no guarantee that what we're about to suggest will work in your situation, but it's always worth a try. Today's topic is how to speak in the classroom. This may sound really simple, but you'd be surprised how easy it is to mess up. In fact, one of the biggest complaints I hear from JTEs is that their ALTs don't know how to speak in the classroom. So here's some tips for you on how to fulfill this basic ALT function. When reading in the classroom, be sure to keep your head up and speak so that even the students in the back can hear you clearly. Read the passages in chunks, emphasizing the natural breaks, and be sure to emphasize each word without overdoing it. Finally, be sure to keep a nice even pace, not too fast and not too slow. Here's an example of good reading and some examples of not so good reading. Show me your passport, please. Sure, here you are. What's the purpose of your visit? Sightseeing. How long are you going to stay? For 5 days. Show me your passport, please. Sure, here you are. What's the purpose of your visit? Sightseeing. How long are you going to stay? For 5 days. Where are you going to stay? At my sister's house in London. I see. Enjoy your stay. Thank you. It's important to remember that the point of you speaking isn't just for the students to hear a native speaker, but to understand too. If your students look lost or aren't able to repeat you very well, it could be because you're not speaking clearly enough. As an ALT, we're often asked to provide example sentences that illustrate the target grammar. When you do this, it's important to keep in mind what vocabulary and topics your students have already studied. Remember, the point of your examples is for the students to master the target grammar, not to study new vocabulary or new grammar. So it's important to avoid unknown words and stick to the target sentence structure. Here are some examples of what to do and some examples of what not to do. Have you ever played beach volleyball? Have you ever had authentic Taiwanese cuisine? Have you ever seen the movie Star Wars? Have you ever been to a really scary haunted house on Halloween? As ALTs, we're often asked to give special presentations, especially about our home countries or our home cultures. In these situations, it's important to remember tips 1 and 2. Speak clearly and keep your sentences concise. During these presentations, it can be really easy to get excited and get off track, but even a one-sentence tangent can confuse your students, so be sure to keep to the information that's relevant. Here are some examples. Thanksgiving is a holiday in the United States and Canada. We eat a lot of food. The main dish is the turkey. This is a turkey. Have you ever seen one before? Thanksgiving is an autumn festival in the US and Canada. People spend all day cooking and then finish eating in 20 minutes. The main dish is the turkey. This is a turkey, although some people don't like turkey or they're vegetarians. In those cases, there's such a thing as tofu turkey or even just vegetarian casserole. One last piece of advice is to look at your students while you're speaking. Make eye contact with a few students and they'll remember that English isn't just about reading out of a textbook, it's about communicating with another person. Looking at your students while you speak helps them to feel more engaged and can help you to have a better time too. I hope you learned a little bit more about how to speak in the classroom. Be sure to strike a good balance between being easy to hear and having a natural rhythm. Keep your students' levels in mind and stay on target. Good luck in all of your classes, and I'll see you the next time you need a little bit more advice on how to be an ALT.